Hello everyone, this is going to be a more darker video compared to my regular stuff. I really didn't want to have to make this video, but I feel like it's kind of important we talk about this, and this more specifically actually has to kind of do with like the UK, more specifically Northern Ireland. Some stuff that's been happening there, this like very recently, like I'm talking about like today, last night kind of thing, and also something that's happened, I think it was last year, but it's just proof of something that's so diabolical, and the fact that we're not hearing about it is actually kind of concerning. So we're going to begin with what's been happening very recently, and that's the unrest in Northern Ireland. So for anyone that doesn't actually know, which is disgustingly a high amount of people, there's been a lot of civil unrest in Northern Ireland due to the lack of constitutional leadership across the country of Northern Ireland. Because of this, there have been riots where people have been using Molotovs, and even like children, like teenagers, probably people who are younger than 13 are taking part in these riots because they're trying to prove a point to the Northern Irish government, the police there. They want their independence and they want proper leadership, which they're not getting. And of course, they are fighting for a good reason. They want themselves back. They want Northern Ireland to be Ireland. But it's kind of very shocking as to how little this is getting like attention from Britain or Scotland. Like, when I tell you I only heard about this stuff a couple of days ago, I mean it. I generally didn't know anything about this until a couple of days ago. And this stuff, it's genuinely affecting some of my friends who live there. In fact, one of my friends even told me that the police in Northern Ireland shot someone right by their house. That's how serious this kind of stuff is. So for anyone who would like some background on this specific situation, it is because it was due to the trigger was because the public prosecutors of Northern Ireland decided not to actually charge the Irish nationalist Sinn Fein, I don't know how you say his name, I'll put it up on screen, pandemic-defying organisation, an elaborate Irish Republican army, which was attended by thousands of people and obviously, broke a lot of the coronavirus laws. Arlene Foster, she doubled down on her resignation demands Wednesday and insisted she had no needs to meet the Chief Constable Simon Brine to diffuse tensions, which is insane. This isn't gonna help anyone. This is making everything so much worse for everyone. She rejected accusations that her position had empowered loyalist attacks on rank and file officers. Arlene Foster then actually also defended her recent decision to meet with the Loyalist Communists Council, a legal umbrella group for outlawed loyalist gangs that have killed more than 1,000 people, mostly Catholic civilians, before paramilitary ceasefires took place. This is all kinds of levels of fucked, but we're never hearing about this. This isn't a school playground fight anymore. This is genuine, people's lives are at risk. People are getting hurt. People are getting killed. But apparently to Britain, it's nothing. It's not newsworthy at all that people are literally losing family members to this stuff. Of course, there are a multitude of factors that go into this that have led to the unrest and these riots, but the fact that it's seemingly just being ignored and kept confined into Northern Ireland and that's it is insane. It shouldn't be. Like, this should be news all over Europe at minimum, but it's not. I did see this one tweet, and there was actually a good quote on that, where the person said, "What happens in Northern Ireland stays in Northern Ireland," and that shouldn't be true. That should never be true, but it is. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about the tragic death of a 14-year-old called Noah Donahoe, who went missing for 6 days and was found drowned down a river, I believe. When you hear how this was handled, it should outrage a lot of you. So Noah went missing on the 21st of June when he was cycling, and he wasn't found for 6 days, which is an extremely long time, despite the parents actively putting out social media posts to try and find him, and he was then found in a storm drain, dead. And in case any of you are interested in seeing Noah Donahoe, this is his missing poster report, which it should have been more useful, but it wasn't. Now, this is where all the shocking stuff comes in. As you guys should know, in pretty much almost every circumstance, the police should be telling the family members information about their missing child before the news gets hold of it. But in this instance, it was the other way around. The parents actually had no idea about any updates on finding Noah until they stumbled upon it across social media. The Northern Irish police didn't inform the family of any new findings. Like, how does that happen? How is this not something that people looked into? It just went completely under the rug. It's diabolical. It's honestly diabolical. Noah was also threatened with a needle, and to the coroner's report, there's probably a chance that he was actually injected with a needle on the day he disappeared. So there was a high chance he could have been feeling, very low to the point where he was suicidal, and people just didn't care. Okay, so now I'm going to play a clip of an interview from Noah's mother.
I know every parent does this, but you should do it a wee bit more, and I'm blessed. We did. We hugged all the time. We says we loved each other all the time. That feeds, me keeping it going. But I was able to give him a hug as usual and tell him I loved him, and I'm so grateful for that. Because I never knew I wasn't going to see him again, and to have that as our final thing gives me so much comfort.
This was just a 14-year-old boy who was loved by his mother, and he was missing for 6 days and didn't get the right treatment from the police, and was then later found deceased. I don't want to comment too much on this because I'm not an expert in this, hence why I also didn't comment too much on the previous stuff. I just wanted to inform people and give a little bit of hindsight. But honestly, if there's any way you guys can help out, it will be in the description below and in the pinned comment. I don't know if there's anything people can do about the first thing, but there's definitely some things which we can do for this, such as there's been a charity now set up in Noah's name. It's called the Noah Donahoe Foundation. I'll leave it linked below. Go donate if you can. The second I get some money, I'll be donating all of it to this foundation. And yeah, I apologize for this video being very sad and upsetting for a lot of people. This isn't my usual type of content, and I don't want to make more of this, but when a serious issue arises, such as that stuff with John Swan a while ago, something has to be said. And if I'm the one to speak up to it, where these million subscriber YouTubers aren't, so be it. But yeah, I do hope you have enjoyed the video. If you have, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.